Yo, okay. So as y'all know, I've been trying to get in the ring with some conservatives for a hot minute. After the last debate I did, I scared people off. And it's in a good way. Like obviously my audience grew from there. But in a good way, but like for the right, oh man, to a point where I always say you can't. I feel like conservatives just have talking points. They don't have actual real world like matter discussions. They can handle themselves well in a debate. They can answer well. They can get around things. They can develop certain sentences that make them feel like, oh, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm the game. I'm killing it. But this shit, first of all, if you are even, remotely aware, if you are even remotely aware, you know that what happened was a bad look for Crowder. Regardless of how you feel about him, regardless, you know it's a bad look for him. You cannot deny that. You cannot spin that. There is no way for you to get around this. And I'm going to cover some of the things that you might have in defense of it or a way to get around it, hopefully through this video. Ethan Klein was set to debate Steven Crowder because Steven Crowder thought, just like with his, I debate college students, I was random people on the street, he wants slam dunks. He wants to look good. Ethan Klein is not heavily political, so he's not really like nuanced on it. And there's been this floating theory around that Sam Seder, another leftist with the show The Majority Report, has been trying to get in contact with this man to debate him. And so ensues the most beautiful chaos I have ever seen in my life. And I would like to watch it, react to it, and then comment on it.
I won't talk about it.
Oh, okay. So what I was saying from the beginning, I'm sorry, I buried the lead. So I told you all of that. Now look at the title. The greatest self-owned. H3H3 wrecks himself. Brags about it. Louder with Crowder. If you look up this if you look up this interaction, I was trying to figure out a nice way to say it. If you look up this interaction, you will also find a bunch of clip channels of his and others where it's like Steven Crowder obliterates Sam Seder. They do the thing. Destroys, annihilates.
But basically, then she woke up with something called GBS. So it wasn't really fertility issues, it was a physical issue. And GBS actually paralyzes you from the waist down. So
that's what she was experiencing?
Yeah, when she came out, just because they put her under anesthesia. And so it's interesting, like, I'm like a pro-vaxxer, generally speaking, but she can't even get a flu shot. It's one of the few conditions because of the GBS. It's like a neurological condition where she has to be careful with any vaccine. So it's just been a weird navigation. But this is your second, right?
Yeah, this is gonna be our second. So we've been through it.
Yeah.
But and it's just one. It was supposed to be three, but the one child cannibalized everyone, and he has gained their energies to become the ultimate human being.
I feel like that's what happens with that's what happened with the Olsen twins. I'm convinced that one of them is evil, and
one of them ate the third one.
Yeah, something happened there. Really, it seems like whenever you see them in pictures, there's one who's more disturbing. But
maybe you're right.
But all right, man. Well, I appreciate you coming on and doing this, and doing this. A lot of people don't, so just talking, avoiding kind of the social media pissing contest trauma. So yeah, are you ready to go?
So I just want to make one clarification. So in terms of, so we're both going to record it and then we can use it wherever we want, on your show, on my show, whatever, right?
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
good, yeah.
And I feel like he already is getting a little too excited. It's like, so we could do this. Like, I could do whatever I want with it, right? Because what I'm about to drop on you is gonna be hilarious.
Okay.
Yeah, and we can send you the file if we want because we have the master file, of everything. So
Yeah, I think we're good, right, Dan? We're recording it on our end.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we've never used Zoom either. We did you ever get sold on that Skype TX box? Remember when that came out?
Oh no, I've always had such a pain with Skype that Zoom has always been really good. So
Well, the Skype TX box is like from New Tech, I think, and they sold us on that. They said this is what Jimmy Kimmel uses and all these people. And
Skype?
Well,
Really?
Skype TX. It's like a box. That's like, it's almost like, remember the
It's
Comrex
good?
boxes? No, it sucks. So what,
yeah,
what we've had to do is we just have Mac Minis set up, and Skype has played well with those, but not the exclusively designed Skype TX box that we paid whatever
got
premium
it.
for.
Yeah,
so.
Skype. I don't trust Skype. Skype has always sucked.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll just.
Okay, so we're gonna record it, and then the topics are just like we said about authority with the vaccine, and there was something else you mentioned. I don't know how on.
Well,
topic
I just
you wanna
thought,
keep it.
yeah, however you want to do it. I thought that since that was kind of the subject that got
makes
us
sense.
into a tiff, that we could talk about sort of the CDC, sort of medical authorities, and you
Yeah.
can tell me where you disagree with me, and then also kind of big tech because that ties in, with the CDC,
Yeah.
World Health Organization. And
Okay.
I'll just sort of. I'll
God, it's like he's laying down the groundwork for like the most bullshit argument I've ever heard in my life, which is going to repeat the same bullshit arguments that they give everybody. And it's just, he's just lining it up to like, well, then we'll talk about like how they banned me.
introduce it to my. I have a little bit of a different audience, so let them know kind of who you are, what's going on, and if you want to do the same, that's fine. But
Yeah. Of course. We'll let them know.
all right. I
Okay.
will go. And
So, all right.
I'll give you a countdown, and then I'll 3, 2. All right. Okay. I'm really.
And
glad to
here
have, my
comes the
next guest on
chaos,
show.
ladies and
I always-
gentlemen.
I always respect people who enter into the arena. And we've had a lot of debates on this show, which is different from like a Change My Mind, where we sit down and have conversations. But my old Brazilian jiu-jitsu coach always said, if you come a switch, we go switch. You go spicy, we're going to do a little spicy. So we always try and keep it as respectful as possible. And I really do appreciate the guy making the time because a lot of people has a huge YouTube channel, several YouTube channels, one of the OGs. A lot of people watch him. You know him, some of you like him, some of you don't. Same can be said for me. Ethan Klein from H3H3
Productions.
Thanks, man, for making the time.
You're very welcome. And I just want to say, I know you called me. You said that I would be a layup.
I think I
which is
used something
fine,
like that.
which is fine,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I think you're right because I don't think I'm a very good debater.
Who drinks
I don't know
coffee like that?
So I didn't want to make it
Bro,
too
even
easy
I,
for you.
like-
Oh, okay.
So I've prepared.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So what we
So,
were going to
Dan,
talk
whenever you're
about
ready.
is what we were going to talk about.
Oh, he said it. That's where it was.
I think you know that. So I've prepared.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So what we
So,
were going to
Dan,
talk
whenever you're
about
ready.
is what
He said, get him ready.
we were going to talk about is the initial quote that happened. I think he's looking off there. The initial quote that kind of was
Oh, he's
turned
there.
into, a little bit.
Oh, he can't see
which
him.
wasn't intentional. And what
He
he's saying, you don't
can't see
even have
him.
to think
Oh
about it.
shit. That just makes it even better. That just makes it so much better that he's already there and everybody like live would have been seeing that and been like, yo.
regarding the CDC. And I disagree with that. I think people should think about it. I believe, and we talked about this through Playful Ribbing, in an aggregation of medical authorities and scientific voices to make an informed and rational decision. So where do you think that I'm wrong on that?
Stephen, do you know that the Spartans are like practice man love with children?
Oh, geez. Okay, so this is what's going to happen. What did I tell you? He's gonna do-
That Spartan joke was so bad. He just didn't deliver it right. It would have been better if he would have had like the Stone Cold theme come out or some shit. Oh my god.
anything he could to avoid. Oh, there he is. Oh no, Sam Cedar. What a fucking nightmare.
Yeah. Okay. So
Through
the
Playful
body
Ribbing,
language.
aggregation
The
of
body
medical
language.
authorities
He's
and
nervous
scientific
already.
voices. Oh no, Sam Cedar. What a fucking nightmare.
Oh no, Sam Cedar. What a fucking nightmare.
I had no idea this was going to happen. I thought Ethan was a stand-up guy.
The moment you do that, why? What if Ben Shapiro had pulled up? Or some, like, you think about it, like dumb shit like that. Why? You could tell I'm the heavy smile. Oh shit. Don't see me crying on the inside.
This is where we are. Yeah, I told Dave, remember I told you? I said, I guarantee you he's going to do anything he can to avoid the debate.
Oh, I just think he believes that he should debate you.
No, he doesn't. He just takes advantage of women with, mental health issues. Ethan Klein doesn't stand up and do...
What on earth? What on earth? He clearly rattled him. Tell me you've never been in a situation where somebody was just at you, like, just talking some stupid mess, and all of a sudden, like, in the middle excuse, could you imagine, yo? Hey, yo, get this dumb, stupid nigga out of here. Wasn't you hitting on this girl earlier? Get your stupid... Like, the moment you bring it, but they do it the white people way, with straight rights.
He was on fighting?
I gotta say...
It's just hilarious. Let's bring on FM.
That you would do anything to avoid talking to me. I think you're... The point
Does that include Joe Rogan?
Yeah, Joe Rogan and Dave Rubin and Jordan Peterson and Noam Chomsky and Sam Harris. Everyone's been avoiding.
And not just attempting to get your audience by jumping in.
Well, I debated with Charlie Kirk. Steven. It's about issues.
It's about issues, yeah.
Those issues.
That's what you're doing here.
Some valid points.
You're so clever. I had no idea that you were taking your show off early last time, coming in today with your pig pen people.
Oh. So remember, he's the guy who said, "Oh, I don't pay attention to him." This was before I started streaming. I was always watching these things. But yeah, back when when the majority part was a part of the forced to vote conversation, he was like, "I don't pay attention to him. You could go YouTube this yourself. It's up there. Trust me." Oh, but you knew I took my show off early?
You take those off for the velveteen buttons?
They're just
You must have
black
been
eyes,
very worried
aren't they?
about this, Stephen. I don't know
No
why.
one's worried
No,
about
come on,
it. It's
Sam.
why I didn't want to do it.
Well, let's have
Sam,
the
come
debate.
on.
If
Just
no
I'll tell you
one's
what. I have a
worried,
general rule.
This is a great.
Let's do this. Yeah, let's do this. Nobody should be backing out of this right now. If I'm really like the man on the street and like a tough opponent, like they do the chess shit, the boss music, the Dark Souls boss for the baby chess player. Yeah, I'm right there. Right there.
Don't start a debate.
All right, bet. Let's go.
With people on a lie, and how
Or
about you get
sabotaging.
how about you get to a 30th of the audience share?
Howard. Steven, show
A
yourself.
30th of the
Don't show your
audience.
co-host.
Ethan, you should show yourself.
Ethan, how can you respect yourself as a man,
believe
brother?
in something so
Steven,
strongly that
Steven,
you're
you
not
are such
willing
a
to
coward.
debate.
Stop showing your little leprechaun co-host.
Right. Hey,
Little
Ethan, come on, Ethan. Why do you have to bring on a guy who has a 30th of the viewership of yourself?
Saddest thing I've ever heard.
A 30th of the viewership of yourself? What does viewership have to do with anything? That's why people be ducking me. He's only got 160 subscribers on YouTube. He's not worth the time. Really? My subscribers have nothing to do with my intellect. You just ain't seen me blow up yet. Oh well, debate me. I'd debate Steven Crowder. This chat alone, I've watched me break him down. Ain't beat me in no debate. Ain't no way.
So you have a guy with
show
less
Steven.
viewers to come on to debate him because you can't? Why don't you?
What does the less viewers have to do with anything? Little petty remarks like that instead of, wow, somebody who actually knows what they're talking about and isn't going to be a layup for me. I could really show off my intellect right now. The kings of this universe that y'all apply to, like this matters. Like this matters at all, bro. Like you just don't want to be exposed as a fucking moron.
Apparently, he had to think about it, bro.
If I'm a
Yeah, he had to
layup and
think
not a
about it.
debater.
Well, look, you're the one who got personal and
You're
started
the one
it.
that got angry about it.
Look,
the debate.
hold on a second. All right, hold on a second. Let me hear what Pigpen has to say here really quick.
Fair enough.
But Ethan, look, I don't. Hold on a second, Ethan. This is because initially I came out here to talk with Ethan. Ethan, come on, man. Look, the same reason that I haven't ever had a conversation with Sam Cedars, the same reason that Joe Rogan Sam Harris, Brett Weinstein, Dave Rubin, Ben Shapiro don't owe him anything. It's based on a lie, Ethan. Just like you
What's the
claiming
lie?
you
What's the
claiming
lie?
my booker
What's the
reached
lie,
out to you,
Stephen?
Ethan, when you know that's
Stephen,
not
what's
true.
the lie?
There's no one
What's
ducking
the
you,
lie?
Sam.
Why
I've
are you
never.
so afraid?
Sam.
Now, listen, I think you're a
I can
smart
call out
guy.
Mike
I don't
Tyson. It
understand
doesn't mean that
why
I'm ducking him.
You are so worried.
Yeah, if Mike Tyson responds, which you have responded to, and you start hiding behind all these superfluous issues that don't actually exist, then maybe, yeah, you are ducking him. If you make a big, like, that's like Jake Paul, like, not fighting Mayweather. I called him out. Once he answers, nah, that's ducking me.
Why do you feel that?
I
Why do you
honestly
feel that
don't.
anyone, Sam? Why do you feel that anyone owes you airtime when you have a 40th of the audience and you've been doing the show
I don't
for
think
10 times
anybody
as
owes
long?
me airtime. I think that Ethan has just given it to me.
Right.
I didn't ask him for it.
Right. No,
And
you've been
so
begging for it for
the
a
real
long time with
question is
everyone
begging
bigger
for
than
it.
yourself.
Why are
Yeah,
you
he
so
found a
He
way
can't
to
build an
engaging
audience,
with me?
and so what happens is he
Why are
uploads
you so
15
worried
times
about-
more,
Do you
has
think
less
your
than a
audience
50th of the
says-
audience.
Well, that's why he wants
They turned down his audio, I could tell.
to debate you, is so he can build his
Sam,
audience.
They even turned it down even more.
Your audience
Yeah.
cares that I only have 1 million subscribers and you have what, 6 or 7
I
million
think. Let me answer.
subscribers?
Can I answer your
I don't
question?
think
Can I
they
answer your
do.
question? Can I answer your question? Do you want me to answer your
Sure.
question? My audience would say Sam who? Just like Joe Rogan's audience and Ben Shapiro.
Oh, because I hang out with Joe Rogan, I get name dropping. Who name drops in their 20s, 30s? Who name drops? You're name dropping because they have bigger audiences and bigger followings than you do. Matter of fact, doesn't Ben Shapiro have like 2.7 or whatever? I don't know, something like that. What does that have to do with anything?
Heroes
Now
and
they
Dave
all
Rubin.
know who I
Now
am.
they all know who
just
you are because you
introduced me.
had to
Because
shoehorn
your
yourself
audience
into another
watches
coward
yourself
show.
into another
College
show.
students every day
Another coward show.
that you do
Why
that,
are we
change
Hold on a
my
second.
mind.
Hold on a second.
They don't know who
This
those
is another
college
lie.
students
This is
are.
another lie.
It
The
is.
let me
What difference would it
clarify,
be?
Sam. Let me clarify, Sam. The change my mind. Everyone knows on the show, right?
Yes.
We've had
How
professors
did
on
you
the.
know I
This is
ended
what's.
my
He's
show
not going to talk.
early last week, Stephen? If your
Because
audience
you're an
doesn't even know
idiot
me,
and
how
half
did
of your
you know
staff
that?
doesn't like you.
watch my
Because I'm a
show?
diehard fan.
Yes, it's because
I
he's a
watch it all the
diehard
time.
fan.
Well,
There,
if
I had
you're a
heard of you,
diehard fan,
but I just met you.
why-
But the little guy over there doesn't even have a following. People meet him that have YouTube channels that have 0 followers. Nobody knows who those are, but you promote those as your strongholds on how you can masterfully craft a on a debate scale and how brilliant you are in the visual marketplace of everything that we should know and how badly the left has brainwashed these college students into thinking about nothing and everything at once. Leave me alone.
Congratulations,
have
Sam
me
Cedars fan.
and
I'm just
Stephen
a
have a
huge fan.
conversation.
I like.
Well,
I
right
will
now,
talk
every time I
about
try and
the
talk,
issues
you're
that you
interrupting,
wanna talk
Sam.
about,
Yeah, and
Stephen.
Right now, I'm trying to talk with you.
He's literally doing that though.
Interrupting, Sam.
bombarded the show to
You
debate.
bombarded my show under a false pretense. You claim that everyone, just like you claim that I ducked a debate with you under a false pretense. Have I ever?
That is what the Politicon people told
Oh,
me.
is that
I
what they
played
told
the
you?
audio
So you're just
of it.
lazy with your research?
If somebody tells me, I'm sorry, I heard that. I heard that coming a mile away. If somebody tells you, hey, this person did that, what other research would I have to do? What, find out your side? You still did it. You still did it and then never rectified it and doubled down on it. So what other research would I need to do?
And if big tech is
You
What
continue with the
research do
lie.
I need?
You need to
They
research
said
and
you
say,
were
did
booked.
Stephen ever accept?
They said
Let me
you were
explain
booked.
to you. Let me explain to you.
They
Let me
said
explain to
you
you.
were
Hey,
booked.
I believe that there's a breakdown of this entire conversation, like that actual point from them, so you can go there and find that.
And then you
Sam,
dropped out and you
Sam,
literally
Sam,
had
sweetheart.
cold feet.
Sam, fake stand-up comic who we can't find any footage about online. Let me finish.
I'm not a stand-up comic.
Oh, you're not? Okay, that makes sense because everything that I've seen is incredibly unfunny and unentertaining, which may explain the
I'm not
audience
a
number.
stand-up comic.
Irony alert. Steven.
Comedian.
How much have you
Comedian.
watched of my
The
stuff,
irony of-
Stephen, that you
Sam,
think that
can I
your
answer your
audience
question?
wouldn't appreciate
Sam,
our
Sam,
discussing
Sam,
things?
Samuel, can I answer your question?
Facts, though.
Yes.
So you have gone on, you've done the same thing with other comics. Everyone has a bigger audience than you. Because you said, I want to speak with Steven Crowder. You believe that at some point there was some acceptance? When have I ever done a Politicon? Ever. What am I? As a matter of fact, in the last decade, I haven't done a single political conference. I hosted CPAC for 4 years and stopped because they suck. They don't pay, and they're full of losers. And you've been clamoring for it, and it's a lie.
Gavin told me that you dropped out of doing his show because
this is just hearsay and gossip.
How can he say
I've never met more of a woman.
Career when he wants to keep
Well,
debating?
I don't know.
It's
talk
just
about
hard.
any of it.
All right, okay.
Let's talk about the
So,
issue,
Ethan,
the
do you want to have a
CDC.
conversation, Ethan?
About
Let's
the
talk about
vaccine
big
because
tech.
Ethan, do you want to have a
Absolutely,
conversation?
I
You're going to
do.
hide.
You felt so
Absolutely,
strongly
I
about
do.
Or
it.
big
So
tech.
why are you hiding behind Sam Cedar?
Oh no,
Have
no,
a conversation
No, me and Sam are aligned. I'm
with
not
him.
hiding.
Well, you're just a liar,
Oh, so you're a
Ethan.
liar.
Because remember
You
we said,
brought
hold
in
on a second,
somebody
hold on a
else to
second.
debate.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it
yeah.
sort of feels like you guys
ridiculous.
are the ones who are hiding.
Really? Hiding?
Really?
No, no.
Being
This is
completely
actually.
open
Who
about it.
snuck in on you?
Who's the guy who never appears on
completely
stage,
open
never
about
does
it.
a live show,
But is a
never
comic.
even never even allows a shadow of comedy to be perceived on his program? It's just hiding.
Right.
Everything we do is out in the open. H3,
What does comedy
H3,
have
you
to do
know
with
that
it?
we agreed.
So what?
Hold on a second. Yeah? So? I want to normalize responsible gun ownership. Is that your debate? No wonder you had to bring in a hack for
You
you.
want to call it
I'm crying out loud.
No
That was a
way.
strategy.
Should we write it for you?
You have a holster, bro. You have a holster. As he takes advantage of mentally ill women for a show that just is dwindling. All right, okay.
Wow.
All right, Sam. You got it. You got it. I hope you have a wonderful highlight reel. Hope you enjoy Politicon.
Hold on. Let me just say this
Hope you
point.
enjoy Politicon, Ethan. We'll release the private
Yeah, you
messages.
take it easy.
All right, thanks, guys. I appreciate it. It's adorable. Hey, Sam. One thing before I go. Can you take off your glasses? One thing before I go. Can you take off your glasses?
We just want to see if
I
there's
just want to
buttons.
see if you take them off. If you have the Velveteen Rabbit buttons. That's the only thing I'm curious about. It's the only interesting part about.
Exactly. Like,
Just take
what?
take off the glasses.
Let's debate.
Don't hide behind the glasses, Sam.
Don't say let's debate, Ethan. You've lost that opportunity.
Ethan's lost the debate. All right, this is sad. This is why we don't
Ethan,
debate.
shut up.
All right, good. You guys are good. Thank you. Appreciate it. Won't even take off the glasses. All right, yeah, you can give up the axe. This is.
What the fuck is wrong with him? Like, in what world is he like saying something that's actually worth like a grain of salt? He is so weird. He is so weird. Holy shit. Okay, so if you don't know already, like, I wanted to bring up a few things that a lot of people have used to somehow defend this, and we're going to try to play this as quickly as possible. Yes, Sam Cedar ambushed Steven Crowder. As I've mentioned before, in situations like these where there's a clear trail in history of like what actually happened and what's been going on with him ducking him, of course this would be a great chance to see what he's really made of, because you don't want to see a debate between H3 Productions talking about Trisha Paytas and all that, talking about politics, at the same time as you would love to see Steven Crowder actually feel intellectual and great. It would give you solace in the fact that the people who detract from him, the people who say X, Y, and Z about him, are wrong. Your hero had a chance to actually step up to the plate. So if this happened 3 months from now, it'd still be the same stepping up to the plate. If he's ready to go about those topics, ready to debate, why wouldn't he ever debate with somebody who actually knows counterpoints or actually has a frame of reference that is steeped into it? Isn't that what you would want in the intellectual marketplace of ideas? Or do you guys really like just dunking on people who seem stupid so you can feel better about yourselves? That's why debates don't fucking matter. But I love engaging in them because it's the idea of why do you think that way? And if you have a following, maybe I can make a little bit of those followers think, wow, maybe not everything this person says is downright 100% to the letter. My stream is like breaking right now, and I do not understand what's going on. You know what? I was gonna go with another one but like, what other defense do you have here? The man's ducking him. Stop ducking him. Or I tell you what, if you really want to see him flex his muscle, fine. Somewhere down the road in the future, this will become a thing. Fine. Steven Crowder, the floor is yours. I'll debate you. It'll be an easy dunk for you. Whenever you're ready.